Hey you guys, this is my 7/17 portal reading. I'm going sideways so you can see the whole thing. I just love the spread that Spirit created for this. But anyway, so if you didn't know, the 7/17 portal, I feel like was probably the strongest energies of July. It definitely was significantly impacting people energetically. And Spirit was even aligning and putting off like my readings and orders until closer to when those energies opened up for 7/17. So that obviously shows the significance of it as well. And it was the new moon, it was a twin flame gateway, and it was a significant nodal shift as well. I pulled this spread on Tuesday because on Monday during the actual portal, I literally slept for 17 hours. On 7/17, I slept for 17 hours. And I was like, that's crazy. It's the same number, 17. I still have to ask Spirit about that if there's any significance to it. But anyway, so this is the reading. I haven't done a longer reading in a while. I've been doing shorter readings because I think that they are the most watched and the longer ones take longer. But to do this reading justice, I can't rush it because I was blown away when I pulled the cards. And now that I have prepped it and I see all of the meanings like more clearly, I'm even more blown away by the synchronicity. Like Spirit never ceases to amaze me, pulling different cards from different decks that have the same meanings to clearly like emphasize certain messages. And all of the decks that I used here have like their deeper decks that require, at least in my opinion, require referring to the book for the messages because they are just they are channeled and have deeper messages beyond just the surface level of looking at the card. So I used my Animal Spirit Oracle, and this is a spread for relationships. So it's the Divine Feminine energy, the Divine Masculine energy, shadow aspects, illuminated aspects. And then I ended up being guided to take 2 more cards. So we're going to say guidance. But then I used the Chinese Oracle here. And this one I'm still getting used to anyway. It's totally different type of Oracle deck. So it's the Chinese astrology animals, and they have their own meanings. I used my Sacred Forest Oracle for some easier guidance. And then I was guided to use my Isis Oracle for final messages for you guys. Oh, and now I'm throwing cards. So, I don't want it to be super long. I don't know how long it'll end up being, but I don't want to rush it because I have to do this reading justice. Like, just wait until you guys see. And yeah, I have not had time to, I pulled it on Tuesday. I have not had time to record it until now on Saturday night. And really, I still don't really have time, but I need to get it out of my way. I need to be able to do client work, and my dining room table is occupied at the moment as well. So I was like, I got to record this and get it done. But I did finally sit down and write down all of the meanings so that I don't have to go looking them up while I'm talking. I can just refer to my notes. So let's get into it. Okay. I'm not even 100% sure how I'm going to go through it because it's the way the cards play off of each other is just so amazing. I'm probably going to be bouncing all around. And I actually want to show you guys something first before I even start on the meanings. When I pulled the Chinese Oracle cards, look at this. This side is Divine Feminine, this side is Divine Masculine. And the way this Oracle works, if it has white on the bottom, it's Yin energy. Wait, is that right? Sorry, white on the bottom is Yang energy. I always get them mixed up because for some reason my brain wants to assign the white to Yin instead of Yang. But yeah, white is Yang and black is Yin. And each animal is in the deck twice, once in white and once in black, or once in Yin and once in Yang. If you get both animals with both colors, it's a more significant meaning. Look at what came out. For the Divine Feminine, the Yang for the tiger, the Yin for the tiger, and then the Yang for the rat. So there's one double. Look what came out for the Divine Masculine. The Yin for the ox, the Yang for the ox, double, And the yin. See, I can't keep it straight. The yin for the rat. We have the yang for the rat. Damn it. Yes, no, that was right. I cannot keep it straight. We have the yang for the rat in the feminine and the yin for the rat in the masculine. And there's your third double. I was like, what? I think I actually said, what? Like 3 times, high pitched. Like, what? And I don't even know what it means. Or I didn't at the time. I was like, I don't even know what this means, but this is amazing. So, yeah. I'm like, the spirit is just blowing me away. So I don't know why my mind just went blank. I'm just going to jump in now. Okay, so let's start with the divine feminine. Okay, for the divine feminine energy, I have to mess it up and make it not pretty anymore, but here. We have the nightingale and the crow, the tiger. Sorry, I have my light so that you can actually see, and now it's causing a glare. The tiger in both yang and yin, and the rat in yang. I'm probably going to mess up those yin and yangs like 50 million times here. Okay, so the nightingale, feminines, and I know I say this all the time, but you never know when you're going to have someone new. Take what resonates for you, leave behind what doesn't. Of course, there's multiple types of twin flames. There's multiple waves of twins. So some of you are going to be in these energies right now. Some of you aren't going to be in them just yet, but look at it as a projection of where you're going to end up at some point in time on the course of your journey, okay? I do tend to pull collective readings aligned with my group, but it's not 100% exclusive. So just take what resonates. And a lot of times spirit will also mix it up and like have energies of multiple groups. So just keep in mind, okay? Okay, so feminines. The nightingale is telling us that you are finding your authentic, fearless voice. There's an emphasis right now on your soul expression, communication, and creativity. Spirit wants you to open the bridge between the heart and your voice. So this is really largely about your life purpose and soul purpose, soul path, following the path that is meant for you, following your passions, creative expression, because it's soul expression. Then the crow is about your spiritual awakening and your spiritual gifts growing. Spiritually strong, psychic. You must find balance in your life between self-care, fun, self-study, and self-discipline. So basically, the primary guidance there from spirit is you have to balance your life. It can't be like all fun. It can't be all work. It can't be careless. Like you have to take good care of yourself, because in order to advance your gifts and awakening process, you need to be thinking about how you're caring for yourself and caring for your body, and actually caring for yourself in all ways, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So you really need to put focus in all of those ways and just balance your time and your energy between everything that's important, okay? Now, there's multiple, going to the Chinese Oracle, there's multiple things to look at here. The meanings of these cards, like for one thing, we have the meaning because of the double tiger. Then we have a meaning because it's yang, yin, yang. Like that means something because it's more yang than yin, and also that the yin card is in the middle. So one aspect of that is representation of good balance. So that's a good sign. The crow card's talking about balance, and the way the cards came out is a representation of good balance. So this to me is like kind of spirit applauding this group, saying you're doing a good job of balancing your lives. Okay, so there's one aspect. Spirit is saying, wait, what was this about again? I'm thinking, I just wrote stuff down and I forgot to note which this was in reference to. Oh, I think, no, that's not that. Oh, this is the double yang with one yin. There's a focus here on seizing opportunities and trusting yourself and finding what complements you. So that, again, goes back to the soul expression and the soul path, your soul purpose, okay? Oh, I'm going to run out of time here. So this is part 1. We're going to go to part 2. This isn't going to be crazy long. I feel like this is going to be about 3 of the TikTok readings. That's what I'm guessing, okay? So come back in a sec. Okay, picking up right where I left off. I was talking about the Chinese oracle for the divine feminines. We talked about how it represents the way the yin and the yang cards came out, represents good balance that these feminines have established, seizing opportunities, trusting yourself, and finding what complements you for your soul path and your soul expression. The tiger yang, well, actually the double tigers represents being strong but sensitive and tenderhearted, brave and agile. I think of agile in this case, not so much in physicality, but in your mental space. I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. I was wanting to say mentality, but that's not exactly right. I just feel more so it's like resilience. Let's compare it to resilience and being able to ride the ups and downs of the journey. Okay. Now the tiger yang represents be true to your, and actually let me also add the double tiger also basically means extra emphasis on the meanings associated with the tiger. Okay. So now tiger yang, there's a focus on being true to yourself, confronting difficulties, and persevering. And we've already, these topics have already come up in the reading, and here they are again. The tiger yin, seizing the situation, working with others, and being forgiving. I think the being forgiving part is important in terms of being forgiving of our twins and their struggles and their process. Like with the divine feminines, you know, tend to be, or at least feel like they're waiting for their masculines. The masculines tend to make a lot of mistakes. And this is a journey about unconditional love. So you have to be able to be accepting and be forgiving and, you know, not hold on to, you know, grudges and pain and upset about the past or about mistakes that they made. But overall there, huge emphasis about confronting difficult situations, seizing opportunities, pushing forward, and finding that balance between being strong and being sensitive. Okay. The rat yang is about living in the moment, being flexible, like I said, being accepting, like I just said, and looking at different perspectives when a problem arises. And then we also have, remember we have the double rat here because the rat's also in the masculine. The meaning of the double rat is a powerful life force. And twin flames are definitely that. They are, and actually, how perfect is that? That the rat is in both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the twins together hold a powerful life force that is transforming the planet through the ascension process. How beautiful is that? I didn't even put that together till right now. So, a lot of congruent themes here already. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. Now we're going to move over to the masculine. The masculines have the bat, the elephant, the ox, and both yang and yin. No, oh my God, I can't talk. The ox in both yin and yang, and the rat and yin. Okay, so the bat, where am I? Here we are, is a death leading to rebirth, the ending of a chapter, and encouragement to move on and move forward. So these masculines are bringing cycles and chapters to an end, closing out karmic cycles if they haven't already, I should say. And this is just very good for preparing to enter the next chapter, preparing to enter the new phase. And I would recall that the bat also, that's the reason why it says encouragement to move on and move forward, is because it's talking about how the bat comes out at night, but the new day is always dawning sooner than you expect. So it's about movement happening, okay? The elephant, I love this. The elephant represents immense wisdom, good fortune, unstoppable, obstacles being cleared. The way is illuminated through connection to inner wisdom. So these masculines, they're right there. They are right there. If they have not achieved inner union, they are about to. Everything is opening up for them. Everything's clicking. The dots are connecting. They're coming to greater understanding of everything, greater awareness of everything, but about the connection, about the spiritual aspects of their journey. They're connecting with their higher selves, and the wisdom is coming through, and it is highlighting their paths for them so that they know where to go, what they need to do, and Spirit is assisting with that. It's probably a combination of Spirit assisting along with the masculines having the drive and what's the word I'm looking for? it's like the masculines themselves are becoming an unstoppable force to break through those obstacles. So that I just love. Okay, so now the oxen, the yin, oh wait, actually, we have yin, yang, yin, also represents good balance because of the yang in the middle. So these masculines are also in good balance. They're balancing their lives. They're figuring things out. They're moving along. Having the double yin in this case represents overcoming difficulties, gathering energy, and taking leadership. Is that not exactly what we want to hear about our masculines? I mean, come on. So that's great. And now the ox, the combination of the double ox represents unmoving strength, meaning what it means by unmoving is that the storms that may be going on around them are not going to affect them. That's what it means, that they're unaffectable now. I don't know if that's a word. There's a different word that I was looking for and I didn't quite get it. But basically, any masculines who are dealing with difficult situations, difficult karmic situations they're trying to get out of, the karmic can raise holy hell. But these masculines have reached a place in their healing and their strength where the karmics can no longer get to them. And they are steadfast and sure of their path. And just like the elephant represents too. And actually, that's a great combination of the ox and the elephant too, isn't it? So yeah, they are sure of their path and nothing is going to change that. They're unstoppable and they're unmoving in terms of not allowing anything to get in their way or to knock them off their center, to frazzle them, nothing like that. Like the karmics, the storms, it can't get to them anymore. That also represents being purposeful and stable through change. The stable through change is kind of going along with what I was saying about, whatever's going on around them can't knock them off course. But there's another aspect to that. So they're bringing these karmic cycles to an end. So they're making these big changes in their lives. And that is, I believe that the book said, even had the phrase, a whirlwind of change. So even while they're working through this whirlwind of change in their lives, as they bring these karmic cycles to an end, they are able to remain solid and stable through it and purposeful in their actions and direction. This is great for these masculines. Now, excuse me, the ox yin says self-confidence, listening to their intuitions, and making long-term plans. Very positive. Ox yang, being strong on what they believe, persevering, staying calm, stable, and independent through the changes. So these are excellent for these masculines. Like they're there. Like I said, they're there. They're ready. They're in the process of doing it if they haven't already. And then the rat yin. Well, once again, let me remind you, the rat in the feminine as well, the double rat represents the powerful life force. I love that. And then the rat yin itself represents compromise, trusting your inner voice, and making long-term plans. How did I miss that it's making long-term plans again? I love it. So making long-term plans is represented by both the ox and the rat. Beautiful. And again, trusting your inner voice. That was also the ox. Compromise to me here is in just making the necessary adjustments and changes as needed as they move forward to not get knocked off balance, but be able to go with the flow of things. Okay, so that's the divine masculines, and perfect timing with this video coming to an end as well. So I will pick it up from the center and continue through the circle. This is part 3, picking up right where we left off again. Part 1 was the divine feminine energy. Part 2 was the divine masculine energy. Now we're going to the shadow aspects, the illuminated aspects, and guidance. And we'll go through these, and then if we have time to get through the rest of the guidance, we'll just go from there. So first, the shadow aspects. Now this is what is still being worked on to some extent. Obviously, the turtle, what does the turtle represent? Moving slowly. So moving slowly is definitely a shadow aspect, just because we're human and we're impatient and we want things to happen, right? However, the turtle has a very positive message as well. Things are moving slowly because this journey is connecting each of you with the deeper truths of life, and it is grounding you. You are ancient souls, and you are in the process of becoming at home in your true self, and with the, what's the word I'm looking for that's like right on the tip of my tongue and not coming out? The reintegration, or just the integration of your higher self with your human consciousness, okay? You're becoming at home in your true self, integrating your higher self, so that you can then begin to tell your own tale, live your own path, tell your own tale, rather than hearing everyone else's and hearing, the generics of life. This is coming into your true selves and your true paths. And that's not a quick process. It's a slow process. So be gentle with yourselves, be gentle and forgiving with your twin, because it goes at the pace that it goes. Okay. Aside from accounting for intentional obstacles that get thrown in our way. Now the swan, which I just love first of all, swans are a twin flame sign, and they're marrying each other, and they're twins. So that's just a big sign right there. Now the meaning of the swan, heightened creativity. Your soul is calling for attention. This is important for solo time, so that you can hear your soul and receive inner visions, revealing and expressing your true self to yourself. I know that sounds funny, but the emphasis here again is that I don't see these as shadow aspects. I see them more as explanations for why things are moving slowly. And we perceive things moving slowly as the shadow aspects, but what it really is that Spirit is saying it has to go slow right now, and you have to be in solitude and separation right now, because you are going through the process of integrating your higher selves, receiving all of this information from your higher selves, having your life path revealed to you, having the deeper truths of life revealed to you, and just your soul is calling for attention and making you focus on that. And that's okay. Don't rush it. Take the time to get to know your true self and embody it. Okay. Next, we have the illuminated aspects, which these are spirit cards. I didn't know, I didn't talk about it, but the feminine had 2 air spirit animals. The masculine had a fire and an air. The shadow aspects are both water. And now the illuminated aspects are both spirit animals. So the dragon represents the solar plexus chakra. The golden egg represents the heart chakra. And this was honestly so beautiful. I know I'm inclined to read the dragon first, but I believe that the way these play together really well. So I'm still going to read the dragon first, but it's going to connect and make more sense when I read the golden egg. Okay. The dragon, solar plexus, represents strength, discovering your true self. Oh my God, is that not the universal theme of this reading already? Discovering your true self, balancing the ego, and there's the balance word again also, connecting with sacred intelligence, and connecting with your higher self. The golden egg is connection to the heart chakra. And what is it asking you to do? It is asking you to be still, quiet the mind, go within, and connect with your soul essence. Be honest, real, and vulnerable with yourself. And then you can also be with others as well. Connect with the messages from your heart center, from your higher self and your spirit guides. Oh, dude, do you guys see how all of the cards, I know I already put a bunch away, but do you see how they're all connecting here? And we were just talking about this with the turtle and the swan, about connecting with your true self. That is necessary to have this solo time right now, to go within, be still, hear and connect with your higher self, and receive the messages and guidance from your higher self and your spirit team, and embodying your true self and your true path. Here it is again. But being in the illuminated aspects, this is like Spirit saying, like, you're doing it. You're doing it. Congratulations. You're successful in this path. And like I said earlier, if you guys aren't there yet, you will get here. Okay. Everybody is going through the same journey. You might not be at the exact same point in time on the journey, but everybody's going through the same journey, and you will get here too. And I just love how the dragon represents discovering your true self, and the golden egg represents connecting with your higher self so that you can discover your true self. Do you see what I mean about how these play together so perfectly? But the way that all of the messages from all of the cards are playing together is just blowing me away. Spirit never ceases to amaze me with the cards that they pull out. Like, even though someone could easily say it's just a card reading. Card readings are not exactly the same as clairvoyant readings. Someone is just telling you what Spirit is telling them in their head. But when you really dig into some of these card readings, Spirit really can be mind-blowing. They really can. Okay, the guidance. The guidance from the otter and the buffalo, water and earth. The otter represents what you need to do right now is reconnect with the joy and playfulness of your inner child to bring happiness and contentment to your daily life. Have a giddiness and reverence for life that is free from doubt, worry, or skepticism. I say this all the time. Spirit is constantly giving this message that what we need to do is make ourselves happy. Don't wait for your twin to make yourself happy. You have to bring joy, happiness, and contentment into your life as part of your process of achieving inner union, which must happen before you come together with your twin in outer union. The buffalo represents being grounded and practical, yet also spiritual and connected to earth. It's understanding that even through the hardships, everything has a purpose and an opportunity for a silver lining. Don't fear anything and trust where Spirit is leading you. That's like having gratitude for even the difficult situations we go through. Understanding that there's a purpose behind it from Spirit's side, from the higher spiritual perspective, and just persevering through it and knowing that Spirit is leading you and guiding you through this and to what's beyond that for a reason. It is going to work out for the better in the long run and is going to help you in the long run. And I love that the buffalo represents being both grounded in the earth as well as connected spiritually and trusting Spirit and where it's leading you. So beautiful combination here. Okay, now we're going to move to the sacred forest. Give me one sec. Okay, I will start these now and I'll have to continue them in the next video, but I wanted to lay them out to make it easier. How many times did I talk about in this Animal Spirit Oracle cards about stillness and the solo time being important? And what's the first card that we have here? Stillness. Like, you can't make this up. Spirit blows me away. Okay, stillness. So sometimes you need to be still to connect with yourself, discover yourself, and become yourself. This is all part of the process of renewal. Haha. Okay. I'm telling you, the Spirit cracks me up. I did write down a quote from this. I don't always reference the book here, but I did this time. And I did write down a quote from the book that specifically says, "In silence, you'll find the dwelling place of your soul." I think that's so beautiful. And exactly why we need to understand that the separations happen for a reason. And you are supposed to spend this time on your own discovering yourself, finding the dwelling place of your soul. We cannot do the inner work on our healing and on our, not just transformation, but our reunion with our higher selves, the integration of our higher selves. We can't do that while in a relationship with anybody, really. I mean, it's a harder process with someone else, but especially not with our twin. It's a distraction. We are supposed to be in separation. We are supposed to be in solo time so that we can do this inner work. You can't do it when you're distracted by other stuff and people and relationships going on around you. And this is why it takes time as well. Okay, pause this one. Moving on to the next video. Okay, this is part 4. I think it should be the last one unless I can't quite finish the Isis Oracle. But continuing, so we had stillness. The last thing I said was, in silence, you'll find the dwelling place of your soul. And I was talking about how separation and solo time is necessary to do exactly that, to find the dwelling place of our soul, to discover our true selves. In stillness, your power emerges, insight emerges, and the truth of your being emerges. Inner peace settles in through that stillness. And the book adds, if you are in pain, because the last thing I said was inner peace settles in from this stillness. But if you're not in inner peace, if you're in pain, you need to go within until you find the source of the pain. Resist being overwhelmed and feeling urgency and needing that, needing something to happen, needing evidence, needing instant gratification, needing union. Seek the higher truths. Allow the chaos of the outer world to roll off your back. And basically that's part of what you're learning during the journey and the process, is learning how to allow the chaos of the world to roll off your back and go with the flow of the universe. Renewal also talks about releasing the past, releasing the old, releasing the 3D, and releasing the preconceived notions of how life should be. You are going through a profound restoration and soul renewal, and you need to be adaptable right now. Sorry about the glare. It's annoying me. But the most important thing there is the profound restoration and soul renewal. That is what this journey is about, and it's a beautiful but painful process. So be gentle with yourself and focus on self-care, okay? Power. And what did this say? It said it with renewal. No, it said it with stillness. Your power emerges in the stillness. Step into your power through strength and grace, which you also find through the stillness. You have the power to manifest your dreams, know this, and you have the power to gain abundance and activate ancient wisdom as you are connecting with your true self. And there's a specific word that I keep looking for, but it keeps evading me. It's not just integration of your soul. It's like, if it comes to me, it's still eluding me, but it's more serious than that. Like, it's more like your soul is rejoining your body. It's not just integrating, like your soul is rejoining your physical body. Okay. Transcending. And I also love that it's Pegasus. This is a pilgrimage of the soul. Transcend your earthly burdens, rise above situations pulling you down. Your spiritual journey is being activated, and just as Pegasus flies above everything, learn to see things from the higher perspective. Once again, like, do you see how all of the messages from all of the cards, from all of the decks, they are all connecting together? So some of this is talking about where you guys are at, and some of this is telling you what you need to do and what you need to focus on. So even when I wrote down, this is a pilgrimage of the soul, I'm like, I feel like I have written that in different ways for most of the cards. So again, I love it. And the next guidance is, once again, the need to focus on playfulness. This time the elves are telling you instead of the otter. Give yourself a break. Do something fun. Joy is just as important for sustaining yourself as the food you eat, and is an important part of self-care, balance, and inner union. Okay? Activation. Things are being activated for you right now. You yourself, your true authentic self, is being activated. Big changes are ahead. What has been incubating is now coming to life. I love that one, especially for those of us who, are have been doing this for a long time. Let's say that. I love that it says what's been incubating is in the process of coming to life. Take risks. Don't be afraid to take risks. Prepare for transformation, upheaval, renewal, and growth. Now, in this case, the upheaval is not a bad thing. It's about the positive changes that will come about as union is aligning. Okay. I mean, just like the buffalo and the ox were talking about standing strong through a whirlwind of change. It's like that. It's all positive changes. Forge forward with courage and faith. The end result, which is actually a new beginning, will be absolutely amazing and blissful. So, I mean, love that. Next, we have enlightenment. Old beliefs about who you are falling away as your connection to spirit deepens and your sense of self expands to the universe around you, and you gain expanded perception of the inner reality of life. And new incredible paths open up for you. Your gifts and your abilities are opening up as well. Now, what really stood out to me about this was it talks about the expanded perception of the inner reality of life. And then earlier on, if you remember, the spirit animals were talking about, I think it was a turtle, talking about connecting with the deeper truths of life And there was another phrase earlier on that I can't remember which card it was, but it was very similar. So I really love, once again, the recurring themes through the cards here. So continue to work on that. You know, I feel like that's always going to be an ongoing thing, and self-study to continue to expand your awareness and your sense of self, or not your sense of self, your sense of your authentic self is always going to be a continual process. So continue to work on yourself and spend positive time in self-study. Notice that where it says your sense of self expands to the universe around you, what it means is that basically like your ego subsides so that you can see the way everything connects. You're no longer only focused on me. You see the bigger picture. You see the way everything connects and everything plays out together for a reason. Okay. Then lastly, manifesting dreams. Stay in the flow of the universe and you will manifest your dreams. There are 3 things that you need to do. Believe you deserve it, act as if you already have it, and take action in the direction of your dreams. This is showing spirit that you're ready so that the pathways can be opened. Don't stop the flow by letting doubt make you hesitate or not believe. And let me tell you, the faith wound is a major wound that is healed over the course of this journey, okay? So, and it will come up. You can be in the process of manifesting everything and that faith wound will come up to knock you off balance. It's a constant process of healing that faith wound because we are required and tested to have blind faith over the course of this journey. Don't repress emotions. Allow yourself to release them and let them flow. Trust divine timing, okay? This is the process of manifesting your dreams. Okay, so now the last cards are the Isis Oracle. Let me grab them real quick. Okay, I'm going to read the whole messages from the book for these because, I mean, it's doing yourself a disservice if you don't. So we'll run into one last 5th video just to finish it up, most likely. But starting off, Talismans of Potency. Sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you heal the split between spirit and matter, and learning to bring physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as part of your spiritual practice. Your love for the physical world of matter is a gift to the earth too. So this message is about, how one of the things that you need to do in the process of your enlightenment path and tapping into your gifts and abilities, okay? Next, we are going to the High Priestess. Beloved Isis gazes upon you now, and behind her vast eyes, mysteries are unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. It is an exciting time. Wait, sorry, I lost my spot. It is an exciting moment in your unfoldment. Have reverence and an open heart and mind and wait patiently for the grand revelation that is on its way. I mean, a huge aspect of that is trust in the timing. You know, you have to be willing to be patient and go with the flow. But I can see this as revelations coming for your soul paths, the connection to your higher self, as well as the connection to the deeper truths of life and the bigger picture, but especially your higher paths and soul purpose pertaining to your divine mission. Okay, I'm going to stop here and go to the last video, last part 5, and for the last 3 cards. Okay, you guys, this is part 5. This is going to be quick. The wrap up, last 3 cards. First, we have Temple of Carnelian. You have such strength within you. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. That was a weird run-on sentence, but basically take risks that are true to your heart, that make you feel truly alive, embodied within yourself, even if it's outside of your comfort zone, and it will lead you down the path of living the life that you were born to live. Okay? Then we have, hold on, I'm getting to the page. Then we have Key of Life. The Key of Life is the mysterious Anka, No idea if I'm saying that correctly, okay? The looped cross held in the hand of Isis. That's it. This mystery is opening to you now. The Anka portends new life being born through you now. It could be a creative sense or in a physical sense in terms of health, or even a child that wishes to be born, a new project that needs to be created, or a new project that needs to be created in service to humanity. So something is ready to be birthed through you, whether it's new life or new creative projects and being of service to humanity. This new life being born, in whatever form it will come, will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Let it happen. And then lastly, we have the rising sun, the divine solar child reborn. And there's literally a baby there. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you. One of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is one through boldness, persistence, and even when you felt like giving up, you chose to stay strong, to surrender to the divine, and continue with the path. And that is a huge part of the twin flame journey. Even when you feel like giving up, staying strong, surrendering to spirit, and persevering. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. Actually, the divine solar child represents it can be an actual new child, and it can also be your spiritual rebirth and the new version of you, connecting with your true authentic self being born, and being birthed within you. But either way, and this can also, just like the key of life, can represent creative projects as well. But I just love the combination of these cards and what they're saying and meaning here. And just like the reading was referring to, there is definitely a group that is right on the cusp of union. I have previously channeled that the waves that I have laid out on my Instagram page, the second wave should for the most part be coming into union over the summer. The first wave should for the most part already be in union, since as of like the end of last year, I think, or the spring equinox. I can't remember for sure. So this is a huge time of unions for a group of twins. And there is a significant union portal that started mid-June. I want to say June 14th or 15th, and is going through Lionsgate. So I really hope and pray and believe that a lot of us are going to be seeing these significant shifts and initiation and alignment of external union with our twins, because we've done the work, we've achieved the inner union. Look at that masculine reading that we had in video 2, I believe it was. Beautiful, amazing. They were ready. They were there. They're ready to charge forward and take back control of their lives. So there is a group that this is happening for, and I love it. Okay. If you want to book a reading with me, go to my Etsy shop. And also look out for the information about the 8/8 portal collective healing I'm going to be doing. Spirit is guiding me to, for the first time, do a live healing and transmission. So it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time on 8/8, but it will be recorded if you can't make it live, since people are all over the world. And I will be releasing details about that in the next couple weeks. Okay. I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed this reading for the 7/17 portal.